Morgan C. Jonas.
Just before I hand the microphone over to Morgan, I've got a special announcement to make. We are having running candidates in all 151 of the federal seats. And our very first candidate, I am proud to announce now, the United Australia Party candidate for the seat of Flinders, Morgan Jonas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take our country back. We're going to take our country back from the self-serving bureaucrats and the traitorous politicians. First of all, I would like to thank Craig Kelly, Clive Palmer and the team from UAP. But most importantly, I want to thank each and every one of you, because without you this movement would not be possible at all. So it's official, ladies and gentlemen, I am running for the seat of Flinders. The seat of Flinders is currently occupied by our health minister, a man by the name of Greg Hunt. It was Greg Hunt that openly admitted that we are the clinical trial. What do we think of Greg Hunt, ladies and gentlemen? Well, the other day we heard the news that supposedly Greg Hunt is stepping down from politics. I tell you what, I'd say that's the smartest decision the man's ever made. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. This is our time. The time has come for a protest vote, and it doesn't matter if it's Greg Hunt or someone else. We are going to mop the floor with whoever they put in front of us. Now, I have some visions for our country, and I know that we are all here today because we share a vision of freedom for this country. I'd like to run through some points with you about some visions I have. Maybe you share them. You can let me know what you think about it. Vision number 1, to put an immediate end to trade deals that hurt Australian businesses and Australian manufacturing. Australia used to be one of the great manufacturing countries of the world. Now, our economic complexity resembles that of a developing nation. Who here agrees that what we need more of in this country is good quality Australian-made products and less rubbish from overseas? Okay. Vision number 2, to put an end to the selling off of our country. For decades now, our politicians have sold us out. They've sold our land, they've sold our farmland, they've sold our critical and strategic infrastructure, they've even sold our water that sits in the ground to foreign interests. Simply put, this is our country, it's not theirs to sell. Vision number 3, to drastically reduce the size and scope of government. The government is now involved in almost every aspect of our lives, and they want more and more control. There's approximately 2.5 million government workers in this country. That's absurd. They're not all essential, I can tell you that, and I reckon a good place to start would be to get rid of those authorised officers. What do you reckon? Vision number 4, I think you're going to like this one. The establishment of a people's-run independent committee in order to hold the mainstream media accountable for every time they lie. They're allowed to lie and they get away with it. We have to put an end to that, ladies and gentlemen. Vision number 5, the implementation of a legitimate constitutional Australian Bill of Rights. There are certain rights in this country that need protection of the highest order. Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to protest, freedom to self-defense, and freedom of bodily autonomy. Vision number 6 is a concept called direct democracy, because at the end of the day, when it comes to bills such as the pandemic management bill, it should be we the people that have the final say, not a couple of crossbenchers. Vision number 7, the establishment of an independent People's Tribunal to investigate COVID-related government and police misconduct. And finally, vision number 8, and there's a lot more, and these are just suggestions at this time, ladies and gentlemen, but tell me what you think about this. Number 8, the complete removal of pandemic emergency powers. No amendments, no negotiations. The government has exploited those powers. Therefore, in my opinion, the only reasonable course of action is to completely have those powers removed. That's it. What that looks like is no directions, no lockdowns, and most of all, no mandatory vaccinations. Does that sound like a good place to start, ladies and gentlemen? Are we willing to do whatever it takes to get rid of those traitors in Parliament? Can we all agree that the future of this country does not belong to Labour, Liberal, Nationals and the Greens? It belongs to the good people of this country. Let me ask you an honest question. Would you vote for somebody like me? Ladies and gentlemen, it is one of the great honours of my life to stand in front of you today. My name is Morgan Charles Jonas and I am at your service. Thank you.